Going to take a look at Lancia carburetors. They're a little bit different. They've got this centerpiece that pulls out. There are witness marks on them so you can tell where they go. And then they've got a venturi down inside that slides out and the Solex goes up. You kind of tell there's a notch on them where they've been riding, so you can kind of tell there. Those do fall out when you tip it upside down, so be careful. The only thing I'm not sure of, we've got a jet that's right here. See the back side of it. Right there it is. And there isn't one over here. And I'm assuming that's missing. And I don't see threads in that at all down in there, so that must be a press-in jet. I've tried to unscrew it and it doesn't really want to unscrew, so don't know on that. Anyway, the inlet goes back toward the fuel pumps like on always. Everything else, the jets all look like they're the same size. This had 150s on the sides, and all your little idle jets, they all look the same as what you'd find in the other car. Emulsion tubes are a little different. The tube is built onto a carrier, and then the carrier houses the emulsion jet. Those are 195s. I think these little side ones are 75, so they're normally, I think, 55 on most stuff. But the air cleaner is kind of unique too. It holds 6 of the GT setup, so they're a little bit different. Doesn't appear to be any kind of a plenum in there. It just looks like it's an air box. You know, I don't see anything special in here on these. Sometimes, you know, they'll have plenum will be built into there to make it suck better, but oh, I sure don't see it on these. Looks like it's just an air filter assembly. There's 5 rods that hold it in place. The floats are a little bit different looking. This gasket would appear to be made that way with these spots missing. There's actually one right there missing too. I don't think those are supposed to be there. I did have to pull these top jets out in order to get the gasket, these jets on the top here, in order to get the gasket out, otherwise it wasn't going to release too well. These side plates are really brittle. This one has 3 cracked ones already. One fell off taking it apart. So idle mixture screw was set at 2, which is pretty common. They're 44 millimeter on the bottom, 40 millimeter on the top. They actually widen as you get down. You can see the widening part there. So 44 at the base. There's actually a number on here, C44, and then whatever, P3Y. Guessing that's a production number. 83, 64, 40. There's an enrichment valve, which kind of surprised me. I didn't remember how they started, but there is an enrichment, so you are able to choke it. This one definitely came off a Saab. It's got that piece there, and of course the Saab linkage there. So that's kind of what she looks like. It is an individual manifold setup, so it's not like the rest of your triples where you've got passages that are shared. So this is probably going to give enrichment, I would think, just to the center, but you'll eventually get it started. So that's about all I got. Tom Downey, Fort Dodge, Iowa, signing off with a Lancia Saab 3-cylinder 2-stroke carbs.